This video will go over actions in electronic settlements that are performed by the petitioner attorney. Only a petitioner attorney can add deductions. Even if the opposing party is the drafter, a respondent attorney cannot add deductions. You will see that following the terms of settlement, you can click Add Amount and Deductions. If the opposing party is the drafter, the total amount of settlement will already be populated. Here, you can enter in fees and other deductions, as well as notes regarding your entries, which will be visible on the final contract. Do not use $signs when you input values into the fields. Using a $sign before the number will result in an error message. Note that you must enter a value for all deductions even if the value is 0. Once you have completed the fields and clicked Save, the amount the employee will receive field will be auto-calculated. You will find that you cannot add deductions if you have been mistakenly added to the contract as a respondent attorney instead of a petitioner attorney. You will also be prevented from adding deductions if the petitioner's signature has already been applied to the contract. A recent medical report is a required attachment for submission. You or the respondent attorney can upload it. If you will not be providing a recent medical report, you must attach a written explanation of why it will not be supplied. Because an electronic settlement contract cannot be submitted to the IWCC through CompFile unless it contains a medical report, you should choose the option of Medical Report when adding the document containing the explanation of why there is no medical report for this settlement contract. As the petitioner attorney, only you are able to address the petitioner's signature. If you want the petitioner to sign a paper copy of the settlement contract, there is a print button at the bottom of this screen. To see step-by-step how to print documents, see the video CompFile Fundamentals. Once the petitioner has signed the paper settlement contract, you can click Add to Signature List. Here, you can choose the Signature on File option and add the date of the petitioner's signature. Alternatively, if you want the petitioner to e-sign, you can choose e-signature and enter the petitioner's email address. To see how e-signing works from the perspective of the petitioner, please see the video How a Petitioner or Non-Attorney Respondent Can Review Contracts and Filings and e-sign in CompFile. Remember, once the petitioner's signature is on the contract, you cannot edit the settlement. This is because the IWCC needs to know that the petitioner has signed off on any changes. If you are drafting the contract and have input the date of the petitioner's signature on file, you will need to remove the petitioner in order to go back and make changes. If the contract has been routed for signature and then changes need to be made, clicking the Changes Needed button removes all signatures from the contract. If the petitioner is an e-signer, the petitioner will need to sign again when the contract is routed for signature again. If the petitioner's signature type is Signature on File, after the petitioner has reviewed the changes and re-signed the paper copy of the contract, you can update the date of the petitioner's signature on file on this screen.